Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by Chiefs Blitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it, comic. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and we're it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Brashard Smith.
Brashard Smith. Let's go.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we give you the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth.
That's right, gang. We are back and better than our last show, we hope. We're down a player, right? Next man up or no man up. Nick Athen, wherever you are, hello. It is Wednesday, and we all know what that means. It's Chief Who Day. Looks like we'll be talking a little bit about the running back room. Perhaps offensive line will come up, coach. But yeah, so it's Wednesday. We're ready to rock and roll. What do we got? Other than that, Hensley, what do we got?
We will be talking about the running back room today. You know, even though, I was watching a Troll Show intro, me and Lou and the guys was happy about one particular running back that's on the Chiefs that's not getting used just yet in 2 weeks of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Elijah Mitchell, yeah.
Elijah Mitchell. So with that said, we're going to get
Look at that. He's all over the board. He's looking at different things. He can't hear a word I'm saying. But anyway, football back. Let's talk about Underdog Fantasy Sports. Let's go. That's right. Football is back. You can play in Missouri. It's been going on for a while. Use the promo code Chiefs Blitz. You play your first 5 and get 5 or 50 in bonus plays. High, low. It's as simple as that. Just pick out any sort of player, situation, whatever. Many different sports. Obviously, the NFL is rocking, and nobody has to tell you about that. But we've got WNBA playoffs going on, golf. Hell, you can do cricket if you want. So all sorts of opportunities to make a little cash. So again, scan the QR code, use the promo code Chiefs Blitz, and Nick will also send you a little prize when you sign up. So there you have it, Underdog Fantasy Sports. And there it is, that Hall of Fame ball. Guys, I mean, I don't know. Tell your friends, get a little group of you together if you need to raise some cash. This is a steal. This is already you pay $14.50 for this. I wouldn't recommend selling it, but you could turn around and sell this for $2,500 minimum, no doubt. This is a great ball. Emmett Thomas, Len Dawson, all the Hall of Famers, Willie Lanier, Johnny Robinson. I don't know if I missed anybody, but yeah, there's 5 great Chiefs Hall of Famers on that football. And of course, we still have going on the raffle for the ultimate ride. Derek Thomas's Mercedes goes to charity, of course, the Third and Long Foundation, Deron Cherry's foundation as well. All of it stays locally in these 2 foundations, and you get an opportunity for just $100 to drive away in this beautiful ride. Look at that thing. Come on. Vintage. It probably hasn't been driven in years. It's got to be ready to rock and roll, right, Coach? You ready to go ahead and load up the trunk with some thump?
Goddamn right, I'm ready. Shit, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? You can't drive without the thump. You can't drive it without the thump, man. You
enter early, enter often. It's a great cause, but hey, you might walk away with some brand new wheels and say, hey, DT was in this cockpit many times.
Goddamn right.
Hey, with that said, man, we're gonna get into some the updates that's going around the kingdom. Today is one man's birthday. Today, go ahead, Luke.
Kind of doing the Cyclops thing there, Hensley. We only see one eye, but yeah, actually, happy birthday, Patrick Mahomes, QB1, the big 3-0. I just watched a video that lasted about 4 minutes long of all sorts of different celebrities, family members, and so forth, wishing Patrick happy birthday. Hell, a goat from the Kansas City Zoo was out there wishing him happy birthday. And we're not going to shortchange Watts Island. Come on, Jalen Watson, I believe it's his birthday as well. He's not 30, but yeah, Patrick, I mean, just amazing. I don't want to say we take for granted, but what he's accomplished before his 30th birthday as a quarterback in the NFL is unprecedented. He's hit milestones faster than anyone. Numbers are far and above anybody by the time they're 30, including yardage, touchdowns, wins, obviously rings, everything. So, yeah, just you can't run out of superlatives to just describe what this guy has done and what he means to not just the league, but the team, his family, everybody else. So happy birthday, Patrick. 30 years old and many more years to go here in the kingdom. So let's go.
Happy birthday, man. I hope you get a win. I hope you get a win on Sunday night. You know, celebrate.
It should be a win. It should be a win.
That would be good. Getting a win.
Should be an easy win, guys. Should be an easy win, guys.
Man, I feel like I need to back up. I mean, there's two faces on either side of me look like they're taking over, man. Wow.
Hey, it is what it is.
Or I feel like Nick Wright right now.
So with that said, let's get into some other updates, Luke.
All right, so the Chiefs waived Hal Presley from the practice squad, and you see this with players all the time. They're jumping on the practice squad, off the practice squad, to the 53, back to the practice squad. So some shuffling around. Obviously, they bring back the linebacker Cole Christensen, special teams ace, and again, it's a numbers thing, and I would imagine with Jalen, Royals, and Xavier practicing this week, having an extra wide receiver in the practice squad really wasn't going to help much. So they bring back Cole Christensen, a guy that certainly could get elevated and will play on all special teams. And as I mentioned, there you have it. They are practicing today, according to Coach Reed and many others that were there. So, yeah, there is visual evidence out there that try to put them together. Xavier and Jalen are practicing today, which is great news for that wide receiver room and Patrick Mahomes. And guys not practicing, Christian Fulton came off the field, and as well as Mike Dana last week. So that's not good. You'd like to see some more depth, especially a corner. You've got some defensive linemen out there that still haven't really popped. So hopefully they get more opportunities. Ashton Gelati, Omar Norman-Lott. So yeah, hopefully those guys get back sooner than later.
Sooner or later, and I'm just praying and you know, wherever you stay healthy, you know what I mean. You know, with his shoulder, you know what I mean, come out here just straight, you know, in practice. I know you're gonna probably, you know, they don't get that much contact in practice. You know what I mean. So we'll see.
I don't think they put him out there if they don't feel like, you know, if they feel that there's a huge, I mean, it's a huge chance that he does get re-injured. They're not, I mean, no way is he playing. I don't care how much he wants to be out there. If they feel like the injury is such that now it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
but should it happen though? But should it happen?
What do you mean?
Should you put Worthy out there? Should you get him out there?
Well, if they feel like he's able to play and he can protect himself, then yeah, why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, I understand being on the side of caution, but if the medical staff and the pictures are telling you one thing, that, you know, there's enough healing going on, he feels fine, he's not encumbered at all by the brace or anything that he's wearing, and he can be out there and be effective, then I mean, he's a professional. He's getting paid to be there. So yeah,
if the money's in the way, go ahead and play the boy. Then everybody's saying go ahead. They say what I'm hearing is the shoulder is moving fine. So hey, with that being said, man, go ahead and play him. Go ahead. I'm just saying on a cautious tip, as being a human being, he's like, man, I don't really want to rush it, but They paying you the money, bro. Go out there.
Well,
and get
you're assuming they're rushing it. I mean, if they're saying medically they're clearing him to play, in other words, he's okay. There's no greater chance of injury. The chance of injury is just as great as if he wasn't dinged up. Most everybody by now has something going on.
That's true.
They've played a couple of games. If you've been out there for any number of plays, something is sore, something is not right. Maybe you got a jammed finger, shoulders a little sore, whatever. But if they feel, hey, he can protect himself, he is not, encumbered by the device or whatever they put on him to keep that thing steady, then
hey, you know what, Lou? You're right, man. Hey, they paying you money anyway. Paying you good money anyway. Go out there, man. But like you said, everybody in the NFL gets banged.
If any of those things that I mentioned, there's some question to it, then I would say they'd probably say, "Wait a second, we'll just hang back another week."
Okay, well.
But if everything's go, then yeah.
If he feels it, if he feel like he can go ahead and go for it, man.
I'm ready. Other than Worthy, I'm ready to see what Royals can do. Right? We've seen what he did in college and everything else. You know what I mean? But we didn't hardly see them a couple, in the preseason, but
not much.
Not much. So this is
when he was out there. He didn't look lost. I mean, he looked like he'd been in the offense for a couple of years. So.
Right.
I think it's once he gets his wind going, and that's probably going to take a few weeks of game action. No matter what you do, you can never simulate game action. I don't care what sport you play. You're only going to get in football shape by playing real football. And that's, you can simulate as much as you can in practice, but they really don't go 100%. There's not a lot of hitting going on in NFL practices during the season. So, yeah, I'd like to see Jalen get some reps, over Sunday night for sure.
I'm ready to see it Sunday night. So with that said, Lou, what you have for us today?
Oh my goodness, it is Wednesday, hump day, but more importantly, gang, it is Chief Who? That's right. That's our favorite game. It is the number one game on YouTube. Look it up. It's all there in black and white. So here we go. Our first two winners of the season have been Kareem, week 1, and then John Harrison, week 2. Last week for Robert Tunyon, sorry. So I am going to read a series of concocted clues. They tend to make sense to me, and then some others, evidently. They do guess off of this, so I must be doing something right. And then you get the opportunity. So in the chat, if you have an idea who it is, or one of the clues hits you and says, I think it's that guy, go ahead and throw it in there. And that also helps you climb the list in Hence's algorithm, which will also maybe gain you a prize at some point. So there's nothing but winners at this site and on this show. Tell your friends, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. So without further ado, let's tear this sucker up. Let's go. Clue number 1. This chief, as a senior in high school, was the large school county player of the year. Was the large school county player of the year, of course, in his state. Clue number 2. As I think it was a clue last week, he attended a basketball school. Went to a predominantly known for basketball where he went to college. Clue number 3. He was all conference his last 2 years, first team and second team. So I don't even know if you can say junior, senior year. Anyway, 2 years, whatever years ago, he was first team in his, what was been known as his junior year, was second team in his senior year. And then the final clue. Okay, Demecchio, what do you got out there? You got Noah. It is not 50 Shades, but that's a great guess. The last clue. He will forever be linked to one of Spags' favorite players. He will forever be linked to one of Spags' favorite players. So, not a lot of action happening in the chat right now. DeMecchio's throwing out Noah Gray, and that's cool. So I'm going to read these again, and stop me if you need clarification. All right, so as a senior in high school, in the large school section of his county, he was player of the year. He attended a basketball school, and I do that with quotes, but they're more known for basketball than they are football. He was all conference his last 2 years, second team and first team. Last clue, he will forever be linked to one of Spags' favorite players. So do we just have like a small group today, Hensley, or I'm not seeing a lot of activity.
Well, we can go on.
I'm not feeling good about people in the chat right now. So if you have a guess, go ahead and throw it out.
Well, I have to say, you said he was he's close to one of Spags' favorite players.
Forever be linked to one of Spags' favorite players.
And his Chiefs is a current Chiefs, correct?
Always a current Chief during the season, yes.
And so I had to say he's linked. So Drew Tranquil. So they are next to each other. Nick Bowden is Spags' favorite player on defense. He's quarterback on defense. So I had to say Drew Tranquil's next to him, or is Leo Chanel, one of the two.
Okay, so we'll go with one guess first. We'll go with
you're gonna try to be slick and double down with one. Nah, bro.
I see your logic there, and I'm with you, but it's not Drew Tranquil.
Oh, okay.
Coach, what do you got?
Juju Smith.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Now, how do you put that together?
I don't know, man. Just throw it out there, Lou.
Oh,
hey,
so
we guessing.
So you've got no.
Hey, I'm just guessing,
right,
man. Off the top of the head.
Goodness, what are we doing? Throwing darts? Let's go. We're better than this.
Hopefully, you hit
John
the bullseye.
Harrison says Josh Simmons. Okay. This is definitely going to be the last clue, a bonus clue. Where he went to school is also the alma mater of an NFL MVP. Kathy Welch says Kareem Hunt. It is not Kareem Hunt. Not Josh Simmons. Not Noah Gray. Hensley, you gave us Drew Tranquil.
I said Leo Chanel.
I'm going to say Ashton Galati.
It's a lot of Leo. All right, so we'll go through one more time. So, Hensley, do you have another guess? And maybe Leo was your guess. Okay, Coach, what did you say?
Ashton Galati.
Oh, look at the coach. Just playing possum in there. Folks, your chief who for this week is one Aston Gelate.
Hello.
Very good, Coach. Very good.
You know why? I guessed it though.
The dart thrower hits it.
It was Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Right,
and I was like, it makes sense.
That's it. Yeah, so he went to high school in Florida, Boca Raton Community High School. He was Defensive Player of the Year in the large school section. Basketball school obviously was Louisville. Was, I believe, first team in his junior year, second team his senior year. Forever linked to one of Spags' favorite players was L'Jarius Sneed. That was the pick the Chiefs got for L'Jarius Sneed, was the pick they used to get Ashton Gelate. And then, of course, Lamar went to Louisville as well. So there you have it, folks. This week's Chief Who.
My
the
guy.
Coach with extra clues and a second guess got one. So way to go, man.
So who's on the winning board so far?
Kareem was week 1, John Harrison week 2, and the week 3 is the empty set, a big zip. Mm-hmm.
So
the panel is not eligible for the prize. So I don't mean to minimize your win, Coach.
I don't know. It's all right. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right.
How you feel, sir?
I feel great.
You won, but you didn't.
I put 2 and 2 together, man.
There you go. And as
always,
I
use my knowledge.
Chief Who brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports.
Don't be a hater,
play
bro.
Often sign up, win some money, win a prize from Nick. Hey, let's go.
Like, that's the face of I won but didn't win nothing.
That's the face of satisfaction. That's the face of satisfaction.
There's the face of the guy that got the participation trophy.
Man, it's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's telling everybody on the panel that I do.
I showed up to the last game of the year, so I get a trophy.
Hey, I'm clutch. I'm clutch. I'm clutching the fourth quarter.
That's right.
He was paying attention though. He was paying attention.
I mean, somebody on this panel gave two answers. Supposed to be one. I don't know. That's paying attention or not. I don't know. I was
talking and I was talking. So with that said, guys, let's get into the main concern.
Oh my gosh! Again, why don't we just crap on everything that just happened beforehand, and we're going to get into the real part of what we're doing here.
I'm back. I'm saying it's the main segment, so that's why I meant to say the main segment.
That's disrespectful.
Let's throw away all the bullshit. Let's get right into the meat.
I don't know. I meant to be, but this is what everybody is talking around the kingdom, around the NFL, is the running back room of the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of people are saying that Isiah Pacheco ain't the real deal. This guy ain't that. Kareem Hunt is slow. Andy Reid ain't calling right play calls for the running game. You're hearing a lot. So with that said, let's go ahead and before we start and go into our guys' questions. Go ahead and read the statement that we put out there, a poll that we put out there, Luke.
All right. So we asked if Brett Veach could only make one trade this season, what position should take priority? And by an overwhelming margin, the running back position by a landslide, 61% wide receiver, and none of them are really close. So Matthew Andis replying to us at Chiefs Blitz, they should call the Saints and see if Kamara is available. If not him, then call the Titans about Pollard and Seahawks about Walker. Now you're talking about the number one back for each of those teams, which I get it. The Saints are not a good team right now. So maybe they try to get whatever they can for a star and build for the future. Titans, maybe the same thing. Seattle, that's a tough one because they're actually a pretty good team. Mm-hmm. So that would be difficult. But it's certainly worth coming. You never know what a team is willing to part with. So here's Kat also replying to us at Chiefs Blitz. If I would be certain that Andy would use that running back properly, then my answer would be that. But that poor guy would just be sitting on the bench and waiting to get on the field. Okay, we didn't spell check. Sorry. So it's Tyreek because maybe he was the only one who could cover up for Mahomes' back deep balls. Cat, wow. Cat, bring it in. Whoa, birthday boy taking strays here. We're talking about running backs, and she's getting on Patrick. Okay, Julio or Rashid touchdown. Again, replying to us at Chiefs Blitz. If anyone says anything other than running back, you're out of touch with what is really wrong with this team. All
Hello.
Right, Julio, you're preaching to the choir, I guess. That's you have to, even coming into the season, they were probably regarded as, I don't know, maybe if you were ranking running back rooms in the league somewhere between 29 and 32. You don't have a bona fide back. Isiah, for all his what he's accomplished, I guess, still was a 7th round pick for a reason. And we kind of get on the guy that he's not this, he's not that. Well, he was always not that. So he did as well as you can expect from a 7th round pick, being the starting running back on 2 Super Bowls in a row in terms of wins, and then gets injured last year. So anyway, it's tough right now. And this is from us. Chiefs really do need a running back whose names aren't Pops and Kareem Hunt. Brashard Smith not ready yet. I'm not of that opinion. I believe he is ready. We let him play. But Brett Veach is doing a disservice to the organization just by the spelling. I know who wrote this. Fans and team, if he isn't at least calling around the 31 other teams. Well, if he's not, right? We don't know. And I think I tend to err on the side of the fact that Brett Veach is a pretty sharp dude, and he's always keeping his pulse on what's happening around the league and guys that might be available. And if it can work out and he can improve the team, he's certainly going to do it. In terms of Brashard not being ready yet, I think what we might be saying here is perhaps it has something to do with being ready to be a pass protector, right? Most guys, most college players, running backs that come in don't really get asked to do a ton of pass pro at their schools. Now, some teams that run a pro style offense, like in Ohio State, the bigger schools, Alabama, and so forth, some of those guys, like Travion Henderson, he's amazing at pass protection, among other things. But you can see he's having a hard time getting on the field with New England. So
Scatterboo is good too.
In spurts, you can still use him. And with just the last game, the way the Eagles were playing, I think we may have talked about this last show, was that it seemed like the wings of the offense or the flats area was open. So that could be kind of a perfect slot because he's a great pass catcher, obviously, and he's been able to do it at different positions in different schools. So get him out in open space, see what he can do. You don't necessarily have to have him in there on every down and running between the tackles or in known passing situations like 3rd and long, and you know that other teams blitzing. So you can still get some spot duty and get something out of him. So bottom line is this: the Chiefs are never going to be a great running team, right? That's just not in their DNA. But all they have to be is a good running team and a good pass protecting team, and also be able to get the ball out to guys in space. So, you don't have to have, if you're looking at certain teams out there that are primarily run based, it is going to look a little bit different. The offensive line is going to look different. Your play calling is going to look different. But as long as you have Patrick back there, you're not going to want to take the ball out of his hands too much, but enough so that he's not getting, running for his life because they're pinning their ears back.
Does Isiah Pacheco role need to be reduced?
You're on the hot seat here. You're on the hot seat here, Hensley.
I was waiting on Lou to answer.
Go ahead.
But I think his role need to be reduced. You know what I mean? Even though when Eric Bieniemy was here, he always was getting on the kid about running and, not looking into the, open spaces, running right into the back of the line. And, and that's what you've seen on Sunday, right? You've seen, I even seen some open spaces that he could have cut back. There's no cutback. He just, his playing style, it looked like his playing style is not fitting the Chiefs anymore. They're looking for that a more, ground and pound, agility back, and they don't have that in Pop right now. So I feel like his role need to be reduced. I think, give the other guys some shots like Kareem, or you sign Mitchell. We seen what Mitchell did before he got hurt over there with the 49ers. You know what I mean? You got Smith as well. So, yeah, I think his role need to be reduced, on the team, because pass blocking is not there as well. So, yeah, reduce.
I want to say I get that too. I'm gonna say balance it out between him and Kareem. I think they still a good 1-2 punch. Again, Pac just gotta be patient. You just gotta be more patient, man, because I like the combination of those two. I think Pac does produce. He's probably, I want to say probably out of Kareem and Pac. I think that Pac probably got just a little bit better, averaging a little bit better than Kareem, but that's a good 1-2 punch. I really don't see, why his role should be reduced. You know what I'm saying? Because like when Pac is on, he's on. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get you some tough yards. So I don't know. I think Pac's okay.
Yeah, not a ton to be reduced at this point. I think he had 5 carries the first game, 10 carries last game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the problems lie, much deeper than that, because the offense hasn't changed. Right. I mean, I don't know that they've really changed anything at all. The blocking schemes all look the same. Everything looks the same. So he was pretty effective his first 2 years. So then he gets injured, and now he's just when he came back last year, I don't think he was fully healthy, but he tried to give it a go. So I think maybe this year they were trying to say, okay, what do we have in this kid? We think maybe we can get through the first part of the season. So it goes deeper than this. We'll probably get into it a little bit deeper with the other questions. So it's hard to really reduce when the sample size so far has been so small.
Right. But let's get into the next question. Luke, go ahead.
All right. So is Kareem Hunt the Chiefs' best option at running back right now?
Nope. I would say no, because Kareem Hunt is a fullback right now, this later day in his career. You know what I mean? That's how I look at him. A fullback that can get short yards, that can get you your yardage that you need on tough and ground, pound it, you know what I mean, when you mauling the defensive line down. That's what your back kind of Kareem back was. Now, back when he was first came into the league, yes, he was an every down back, but you can see that the slowness of his age is catching up with him. You know what I mean? So the best option right now, I could say Brashard Smith, or I could somebody else on somebody else's roster. I don't see is I know Dre said the best 1-2 punch, but this was the best 1-2 punch last year before he got hurt. You know what I mean? And it wasn't looking that great. You know what I mean? Like Lou said, it's the same chords, like the same stuff is going on. Why not just change it up? You draft a guy in the 7th round, give the guy a shot. You know what I mean? So at this option right now, I will not say Kareem is the best fit to be the starting running back right now. No,
I would definitely say he is a good fit for this offense. We just need more touches. Need more touches, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a bruiser. He's gonna wear those defenses down. I like what Kareem brings to the table. I like what he is, and like Pac to me, he's gonna speed burst. I don't know. Sometimes we don't know what the hell Pac's doing. Sometimes, man, he just run through shit. Sometimes he don't pay attention. But I think Kareem Hunt definitely fits the offense, man. He can pass block. He's pretty good pass blocking and whatnot.
You said he was the best 1-2, sir.
No, he is. But I'm saying I'm just breaking down why Kareem is the best option right now at running back, like the running back, because he knows how to get the job done. I know it's boring. Sometimes I think it's boring too, but he gets the job done. Those 2s and 3s will add up, So I think Kareem is honestly is pretty good in my book. I think he's pretty good in my book. I don't think there's no need to change.
Yeah, Kareem. I think if they were going to be a pound the rock team, then maybe Kareem would be the best option right now based on who they have right now. But in the Chiefs offense, when it's the most explosive is when they have a back.
Kareem, you missed it.
They have a back that can get out in space. Whether it's catching the ball, getting outside, and so forth. So yeah, Kareem right now, he'll get you like 3 and 4 yards, maybe 5 yards. They don't get they don't get really any explosive plays out of the running game. Hell, they're having a hard time getting explosive plays out of the passing game. So that's what I was saying, in terms of Brashard, is that if we're not going to get explosive plays out of the guys that are playing, why not give this kid 10 or 12 snaps?
Yeah,
and see where that goes, because it's not like these guys are really doing much with the snaps that they get. So I mean, unless his pass protection is just completely awful, and they just don't, they're almost afraid to have him in there. Give him like 10 or 12 plays that he can run. He can go in there and get the ball and get the ball in space and see what happens.
I agree.
Let him have an opportunity, because the only other thing, the unknown right now, is Elijah Mitchell. I'm sure if he was completely healthy and they trusted him, they felt that he was healthy enough to take on a normal workload at this point, I think they probably would have him active, right? The thing that Brashard gives them is a kick returner. So, they're able to keep him active, where Elijah Mitchell's not going to do that. So they've got some decisions to make, obviously, if they feel that's a big enough problem. But I think it's more, and I think we'll get into this later, is to what they're scheming for and what they have. versus what they have, because sometimes I don't think it's a good marriage. It's like two different, it's like opposites trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I think our Chiefs Blitz account figured it out. They put this out there.
Of course. Oh boy. Okay, look at Mango, Mr. Funny, that British humor coming out. Let's go. Yeah, let's do that.
We should put Gardner
Minshew,
okay, quarterback one, and use Mahomes at running back at this option.
He's the leading rusher. He's the leading rusher.
Do they have the show Great Britain Has Talent? Can we get Mango out there, doing his act in front of Simon Cowell and see how that goes?
All right, so let's get to the next question.
So here we go. We've touched on this, but should the Chiefs unleash rookie Brashard Smith?
Unleash, unhinge, make the man go crazy out there. I would say put the guy out there, man. It's his time. You don't put the guy in one snap. You know, he's the fastest running back on your team, the best running back with the best hands on your team, the best running back with the best routes on your team. Use the kid. Unleash the kid. Don't just have the surprise possession in your back pocket like, oh, I have to go to ticket. I'm going to use it at any moment, and don't use it and lose the game, right? You got Isiah Pacheco out there running the back of people's jock strap. You got Kareem Hunt only getting 2 yards per carry with his cane. We don't know. So you got to use rookie Brashard Smith, the guy that got speed. Lou was all hyped for this kid in a draft, and the Chiefs actually drafted him. And you know me, what's his name? Johnson for the Tennessee Titans. What's his name? The running back for the Tennessee Titans said he's the best running back he done seen to come out of the draft in a long time. You know what I mean? Him being a wide receiver, with the speed and everything. When I first seen the kid from playing with the Mustangs, I said, heck, he kind of looked like Jamal Charles, the cut and building and everything else. The man put up almost 1,700 rushing yards.
17 hard yards, boy.
1,700 rushing yards in college. And we said, I hate when coaches do that, right? You gotta let the guy play. Put him out there. Unleash the kid. Heck, the running backs ain't doing well. Heck, you know what I mean? Isiah Pacheco ain't doing well. Kareem Hunt ain't only giving you 3 yards. Yes, Drake said 3 yards is gonna add up to something. Add up to what? It ain't added up to 10. You know what I mean? You're going to run it 3 times and get 10 yards. If you're down 14 points, is he going
to get you 9? I'm just saying, it still adds up.
You're still going to be 4 yards short.
You do that 4 times, you get a first down every time.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm
just saying, like, if your team is up, if the other team up 14 points, you want that game breaker. The Chiefs don't have a running back in the backfield that the defense are scared of. They know you run the ball. They still gonna play zone. They still gonna back up, and knowing that you ain't gonna get more than 5 or 6 yards. So with that said, man, put the kid out there, let the kid rock.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick. I like what you're stating though, because Andy Reid loves versatile running backs, and I don't know why he ain't got Brashard out there. They can really use him in the run game and use him out the backfield. Hell, you put him split. Put him in that slot position to beat a mismatch. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing out of Brashard. I'm looking for this man to come out there and have a 1300 season. You know what I'm saying? I want that man to go out there and be a weapon for the Kansas City Chiefs. Go out there and be a switch army knife. That's what I want to see, because we need more explosive plays. And why not utilize that? You know what I'm saying? Utilize what he is. Utilize his strength. So, again, just give the man more opportunities on the offense.
Yeah, the one thing I would say is they may have misjudged this room during the off season, right? Yep. So where they thought they had something, you know, especially with Kareem having a full off season with the team, full training camp, you know, to kind of get himself in football, the whole thing, whatever. But again, there's a reason why, you know, running backs don't get. Well, a lot of them don't even get second contracts, but certainly not a third. So he is what he is right now. Yeah, that was sensational. If he could have, if he would have stayed on the team, God knows what numbers he would have put up if he'd have been with the Chiefs that whole time. So, but that ship sailed. Pops doesn't. I don't know exactly how to describe it or what's happening, but again, he was effective behind the other lines that they have, but this line is a little bit different now. You got some different players in there, but you still have Creed and you still have Trey and a bunch of people that know a hell of a lot more about offensive line play have come out during the course of the week about this. You got the Schwartz brothers, Mitchell and Jeff, both critiquing, and they do this every week, not just for the Chiefs, but just offensive line play in general. Nick Jacobs of Channel 41 has been on this train for years, right? And he goes out of his way during the pressers to ask questions in certain ways to get some sort of idea of what kind of juice is coming out of that offensive line room. And it's hard to watch when you kind of think you've got these guys are really talented up front and they have certain talents, but the way they're using them doesn't quite bring out the best results at this point. So is that part of the scheme? Probably. Is that part of the talent or lack thereof in the running backs? A little bit, for sure. So in terms of Brashard, like I said before, maybe the plan was to bring him along slowly, but this is ridiculous. I mean, you got to give him at least 4 or 5 plays a game, the first few. And then like by this week, you would think he'd be getting like 10 or 12 plays. Let's see what he can do in space. Let's see what he can do with some runs that he did well during training camp, just to see what we got here. So I think they'll get to that. We're just impatient as fans because they're having a really hard time generating anything out of the running game.
All right, let's get to the next question.
Is the run game struggle a talent problem or a scheme problem? Hence, what do you got?
I say it's the scheme problem, right? Because you just mentioned that Isiah Pacheco showed that he can do it, right? You mentioned that Kareem Hunt showed that he can do it, right? Brashard Smith showed that he can do it in college as well. Yes, I can say Isiah Pacheco can do this. Yes, I can say Kareem or Brashard Smith can do this, but if the guy's not getting enough touches, right? If the guy's not getting enough calls in the play call, how can we tell, if they are the problem or not? Yes, Isiah Pacheco running to the back, But other than that, man, if Brashard Smith ain't getting no touches, it's got to be the scheme. You got the receiver in Thornton. Yes, they still ain't kind of making checks. You got Travis Kelce's going to show up when he shows up. Then you got Juju Smith-Schuster and all these other guys out there as well. But right now, this offense going into last year, and heck, the year before that as well, it's looking like a more of a scheme problem because the offense ain't averaging 30-some points like they used to. They're not averaging and putting up 41 points they used to. This is a 10-point, if that, offense right now. So it's got to be the scheme problem. I don't think it's the talent problem.
For me, I'm gonna say it's definitely the scheme, bro. It's definitely the scheme. The talent to me is right there. It's just it's the opportunities for these running backs. And what they're dialing up against these defenses, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you calling? Because like I said, you got the talent. You got speed, power, and you got a guy that can be a switch army knife. You have the talent there. It's just the...
Well, he froze. What you got to say, Luke?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this a little bit, and it's just, if I guess some of the running plays that they're calling right now, you've got a lot of pulling, you've got, some different things happening that it's for one reason with the personnel they have, whether it's the line, running backs, I think it's a little bit of both, that doesn't seem to be working as well. So that playbook is deep. Maybe they go into a little bit more of a power running game and really get behind, Creed and Trey, and then use the other guys. I'm sure Kingsley, we've said it all. I mean, it looks like he's much more comfortable in the run game coming forward than he is pass protecting. Now, I'm not saying you completely flip the offense and you're going to run the ball, 60% of the time. But on those 20 or 30% of the time that you run the ball, maybe you go a little bit more power and see what you can do with that. And then, we really can't say from a talent perspective in terms of Brashard because he just hasn't been on the field enough, right? I think somebody in the chat said, well, they see him in practice. Well, sure, they do, but, they keep making him active, right? So if it was that big of a problem or he wasn't quite there, you would think, they would elevate Elijah Mitchell, unless now he's a problem too. But I really don't see that. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I think it's just an opportunity thing. And then maybe trying something a little bit different and play to the strengths of kind of like your big offensive lineman, so that it's not so much, I don't want to say finesse, but less finesse and a little more power, and see how that goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that's the same thing, you're running into a brick wall there too, well, then, you've kind of exhausted that piece. But you want to try it, because I think it would be successful, because that's where Creed and Trey would eat, I believe. No doubt.
John said they better be running the ball. They better run the ball this week. They Giants can't stop the run. They are giving up 355 yards.
Yeah, well,
it looked good to say
the
that,
Cowboys
John.
didn't stop anything last week.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, like, the crazy thing about it is, yes, John, you are correct, but are they going to do it? Probably not.
So
probably ain't gonna do it.
little Pops, when he went back to Jersey last time that may have been his best game, was against the Jets. Maybe being back in Jersey gives him a little juice. So hopefully that'll help.
I hope that will help as well Sunday night. So, looking at this running back room, we broke down all the guys. Is it some guys that's not in the room? Go ahead, Luke.
Should the Chiefs trade for a top tier running back?
I would say yes at this point.
Well, we all knew that.
At this point, you looked at the guys last year and the year before that, and drafting guys in the 7th round. We can hope for potential. We can hope for a guy can be there, but sometimes you got to take a Saquon Barkley. Sometimes you got to take a Bijan Robinson. Sometimes you got to take but we never picked there. But we never picked high.
You're not going to get those.
They're going to get there where we pick it at. But some of those guys are, like the kid that went to New England, man, he was sitting there in the 2nd round. The Chiefs could have moved up with the capital they had and grabbed. Robinson, did he go in the 1st round or 2nd round?
Travion
Henderson, did he go in the 1st round? He went in the 1st round, right? 2nd round.
He went near the top of the 2nd round. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, they had capital to move up in there to get him as well. So if it had to be somebody that if the Chiefs go get, I'm with the guy like on X, man. I'm going to go call the Saints and say, what can I do to get Kyler Kamara?
Right.
He's shifty and everything else. I'm going to go get him.
Yeah. I think the only problem there, well, there's a few different issues that you run into. First off, it's capital in terms of what you're going to need to trade for that caliber player. 2, taking on a pretty big salary at a position that you've really never invested a ton of money in. And then 3, you go get a top tier running back, you're going to change your offense a little bit, because those guys, they're going to need the ball 15, 20, 25 times a game.
Exactly.
And that's not,
exactly,
I don't know that the Chiefs are going in that direction. And they've shown that by not, investing a ton into the running back position. And maybe this is where it kind of bites them in the butt a little bit. But now again, in the draft, maybe next year in the 3rd or 4th round, they'll try to draft somebody. But typically, if you go to a team right now, who is going to be willing to trade their top, a top tier? Now, who these top tier running backs, right? You mentioned like Atlanta's not trading Bijan Robinson.
I'm not saying they're going to try.
No, I'm just saying, just in general.
What is Kareem talking about trading for Bijan Robinson?
Kamara, I can see, but his salary and his age might prohibit that. They're just as a philosophy, the team is not going to pay big money for a running back, especially one that's closer to 30 than he is 22. So, you may see somebody get cut, or a young guy that hasn't got a huge opportunity somewhere, or maybe he's like a 3rd back. I mean, I've talked about a few, but you don't know what you have in Brashard Smith yet. So before you kind of say, well, let's go trade for a guy, let's make sure we know what we have here. And then if
I'm gonna say this, and then the playbook, guys. We getting these new guys like Lou, like you stated. They gotta learn the playbook again, and then like if they do sign for somebody, like I'm saying, Trey or sign whatever, they're not gonna start immediately because you got to learn the playbook first.
Right.
You got to learn.
I don't know. Did you guys watch the game Monday night? Did you watch the Tampa Houston game?
I watched a little of it.
Okay, so I had said earlier, I guess before the season started, hey, if you are going to make a move, look at Tampa, right? Bucky Irving is like their top back. Rashad White, pretty damn good, right? So he's a guy. They've got a third guy, Tucker from Syracuse. He does some kick returns or whatever, maybe gets on offense sometimes. So you got some talent there, but I think that's where they would look. That's the market that they would look, is maybe somebody that's got 2 or 3 really good backs and one that's younger that just hasn't gotten much of an opportunity. But I really don't think they're in that market right now, especially just 2 games into the season where, you get like 4 or 5 games in and now all of a sudden the Saints are whatever, 0-5. Maybe they start selling off parts.
I just say it's the scheme fit again. It's like we don't know what Smith can do yet because he doesn't get opportunity, so we don't know. Well, Elijah, I don't know if he's banged up or not. Like I said, we have 3 decent backs.
Healthy
Maybe
scratch.
It's the scheme.
Do you guys remember that when they brought in a guy coincidentally from Tampa, Ronald Jones Jr.?
Yeah,
they brought him in at a certain point, and he was like a healthy scratch the whole year. I was like, why did we bring this guy in? He might have, he rarely got the ball. He rarely was up on game day, and it was like, what's going on here? And they did that with Shady near the end. He was deactivated for the Super Bowl. Le'Veon Bell. I mean, they've tried different things, and it hasn't worked out. So
yeah, I just give Smith his opportunity, man. Just give him the Smith, just give him his opportunity. You really utilize this guy because, again, to me, honestly, I don't see no need to trade for no running back. I really don't. I don't, because if y'all honestly look at it, maybe it's the offensive line. Maybe it's the offensive line's bad.
We looked at the offensive line.
You get 3 running backs. You get 3 running backs, right? And they're all averaging almost under a little bit over 3, a little under 3. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe it's the running back. Maybe my bad. Maybe it's the offensive line.
It ain't the offensive line. It's you look at the scheme, you look at the play calling. It ain't the offensive. I mean, it ain't the offensive line. It's the touches they getting. Like if it's just like a pitcher, right? Or if a pitcher go out there and give three pitches at the mound, how you gonna get in the groove if he ain't getting that many pitches in? How can he get in the groove in the game?
Yeah,
So
if you're a reliever, you got to come in throwing smoke right off the bat, hence.
You got to come in firing off, boy.
No, I hear what you're saying. I think we all agree that at this point we don't have anybody really like separating.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you need all the running backs, but it's like,
let's see.
I said in the offseason, go get Nick Chubb, go get this guy. Everybody said no. They got this guy coming back.
Well, I don't know at this point.
So we got 3 backs, but they all averaging the same. They all averaging the same.
Wait a second. Don't talk. I mean, you're talking about Nick Chubb like he's this revelation or whatever. He's on the back end of his career.
That man got buttermilk knees,
and he's had like 4 ACLs,
18 surgeries
between Georgia and
he'll be looking better than any running back.
He would not be an answer. That would be like he and Kareem Hunt back together in Cleveland, and it's like, yeah, maybe 5 years ago that would have been a thing, but no. I mean, even that touchdown that he scored, you could almost tell that that Tampa Bay let them score so they could get the ball and try to win the game. But no, I don't think he was ever going to be an option.
Everybody's saying the scheme. Man, I'm saying the scheme. All these backs, bro, they're averaging the same, bro. It's the scheme. I'm just saying.
Well, you
get a back and he's going to be on the bench. You get a back and he's going to be on the bench.
It's not specifically a scheme thing.
I'm just saying.
Let's use the plays within the scheme that fit the line a little bit better.
They got called better plays. I do believe in Brashard Smith. I do believe in Brashard.
Sam said the scheme and play calling is trash.
Hello. Hello.
So a lot of people are saying, and a lot of people are going after Matt Nagy, the low hanging fruit, instead of going after the big guy, right?
What's your thoughts on Matt Nagy?
I don't think it's Matt Nagy. Everybody want to blame Matt Nagy when the play calling is bad, when the game is going bad. It's the Andy Reid is calling the plays, guys.
Right.
Be realistic. You know what I mean? He's the one calling the plays. So I won't say it's Matt Nagy, right? When everything.
Then who is it then?
It's the man that called the plays. It's Andy Reid.
I'm asking Bo. He said first a long time ago it was Nagy. Now he says Andy Reid. So
no,
it's Andy Reid.
It's Andy Reid, man. It's the play calling. When a 4th and 1, right? We all seen it, but we'll see. We'll see. Like John said, it's two games in. You know what I mean? Nobody's overreacting. You know what I mean? Everybody overreacting, but it's 2 games in. But
yeah, but just as a general conversation, I guess the point is that has the scheme evolved enough because of how the defenses have kind of caught up to it at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have Tyreek Hill kind of scaring the crap out of everybody on every play because they don't know where he's going there. But no matter where he's going, he's getting there in a hurry, and we better back up. So, but there's guys that have been open, and to who was it? Cat that came after Patrick. He has missed some throws. There have been some drops. So this is equal opportunity. There's enough blame to go around everywhere. I mean, you can look at the defense as well as they played. They cannot get a pass rush without blitzing. And then even then, it's like they have to go 0 to even get pressure, sending like 7 guys or 8 guys sometimes. So it's a lot of little things. I think they will get tweaked. They will figure it out. It's just right now, it's just hard to watch because they've lost 3 games in a row.
But you said they lost 3. Yeah. I forgot the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it just hasn't. I mean, that hasn't happened since 2017.
I'm not counting last year. They lost 2 games in a row.
Well, if you're watching it as a fan, what do you remember? We know that last game of last year was awful.
That's Super Bowl trauma. A lot of people have
these
Super Bowl
2 games.
trauma.
Now, again, I guess you got to look at it. If watching the 2 teams that they lost to for the first 2 weeks, I mean, those are 2 of the better teams in the league right now. You'd have to say at this point. So you don't get a pass, you don't get an excuse. But when you play this many 1-score games, eventually it's going to catch up with you. You have to play almost perfectly down the stretch. And last year, inexplicably, they were able to do that every game. It seemed like they hit all the right buttons at the right time when they needed it, but it was never consistent, right? There was never a consistent performance until maybe they got to the playoffs. Right. So is this Rasheed Rice problem? You know what I mean? Hey, if he was not driving, doing what he was doing, and he would be on the field to help the team. So right now he's 6 games suspension. This is what's hurting his team right now. My aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So we knew that was coming. He did a stupid thing. He's paying for it. Okay.
I hope the other younger people see that, hey, your actions off the field can hurt the team.
Yeah, it's not just hurt the team, hurt yourself, hurt others. I mean, it's a great life lesson. It's not just about you.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are, some people are getting tired of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I know. I'm just saying, but everybody just trying to find.
And Lou's voice. Who is telling you that the people
I
are
don't think
tired
that
of
impacts
Swift?
anything on the field.
That's what they said on the. They said on X. You go down X, that's all you see. But
I see love. I don't see the hate. I see love.
Well, that's just another thing to get pissed off at the Chiefs for, and that's been going on since Taylor showed up. So no, but it doesn't impact the product on the field. So that's where things have to improve. Hopefully, if Royals is healthy enough to go, Worthy's healthy enough to go, that'll change. That'll make the run game a little bit easier because they're maybe challenging downfield a little bit better. So
just get
maybe
Smith
all this
more
will be
damn
moved.
touches. Just get Smith more damn touches. Damn.
Yeah,
Utilize Smith.
absolutely.
Shit. That's all
Yeah.
it is, guys.
I want to see
Utilize
it.
Smith. Shit.
I want to see it.
Hell yeah, man. That's it.
I want to see it too. But we all know Andy Reid is not going to do it. He's not. Well, last time I see Andy Reid like actually go deep into the running game, that was it not Isiah Pacheco? It was Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know what I mean, against the Buffalo Bills. I think he had almost 200 some yards rushing.
That was the COVID year.
Yeah, that's the only time I've seen him really.
The team had over 200 yards rushing, and that was kind of weather related. It was kind of windy. It was like sleeting or it was raining. It was like bad weather. But yeah, that was something to see. That offensive line was coming off the ball and just.
You know what I mean? You put Jalen Moore. Shoot, everybody didn't think of this one. You know, put Jalen Moore at left tackle and put Josh Simmons as running back. Hey, he ran down the interception. Hey, we can use that speed and that athletic ability at running back. Put him back there.
Put in 77 as a tight end.
Right.
Report is eligible, but use him as a blocker. Come on.
I'm just saying right now.
You want to come downhill? Let's come downhill. What does it come down to, Coach? What does this offensive line have to do?
You gotta be big nasty. You gotta be nasty, man.
Come on.
You gotta be nasty. You gotta be a sicko, man. You
double teams. Let's take it to the second level.
Yeah,
let's go.
Punch him dead in the shit, man. That's what I'm saying. You know?
Other than that, man. Hey, other than that, Buffalo fans are feeling good because they on top of the AFC right now. They 2-0. You know, the Colts are looking good out there. You know, Daniel Doms and went over there to the.
I don't know where Houston. I don't know what's up with Houston. Houston ain't looking too
Bronco
good.
Tube? I want to see how he felt at like the end of that Denver game.
After he peed off Nick and Nick went off on him. I ain't seen him back.
He was in a little while ago because he was trolling. I told Joe you'd be 0-2.
He did.
How was that end of game operation where they gave the Colts 2 shots at the winning field goal? How'd that go?
Mm-hmm. But the Colts, Denny Dimes went over there. Now he's looking like Peyton Manning. You know what I mean?
Listen though.
Danny Dimes can run, man.
Dan broke some tape down.
Come on.
Hey, Dan broke some tape down on Mr. Danny Dimes. He's sharp. He looks sharp, man. I thought it was a fluke. I said the second game, I said, damn, we look good. But again, it's the scheme. It's the scheme.
So Shane Steichen can get any quarterback to play well. What does that tell us about Anthony Richardson?
I don't know.
Thumbs down. We took a bad review on Mr. Anthony. we see one game with the Gators. Like, oh my God!
Again, a lot of Chiefs fans, just new Chiefs fans, that's Patrick Mahomes era Chiefs fans. Now they are feeling what we felt. The losses, the back-to-back losses. Because my son was like, everybody at school is talking about, man, why are we losing like this? I said, man, we remember trash bag days, stuff flying around the bed.
It wasn't near as worse of them days, bro. We couldn't get past
it's not that bad. And I would tell your son, I would tell your son, those are the casuals. Those are the people that got on the bandwagon and it's like, oh yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan, whatever. Yeah. But but I tell you what, this is when you know somebody's a fan or they're a fake fan, is when as soon as the team starts losing, they start bitching about every part of the game. The offensive line has to go. The coaching has got to go. So they're not really a fan of the team. They are a fan of winning. So whoever is winning, that's kind of where they go. Because if you're truly a fan of the team, you're going to cheer for them no matter what. And yeah, you may complain a little bit, but please just relax.
Listen, okay? the Giants are coming in, man.
We got the guy right here on screen. We got the guy you were talking about.
Listen though. The way the Giants is playing, bro, if the Giants will be alarming. It will be alarming, bro. If the Giants come out there, bro, and they get a win, bro, now we're going to press the alarm button. Now it's time to panic. Now it's time to panic.
If the Giants win, the Chiefs lose.
Time to panic, boy.
Well, is it time how it works? They play each other.
I know. I say, is it time to panic, Luke?
It gets a hell of a lot tougher, especially if the Chargers win. If the Chargers beat Denver, now all of a sudden they're 3-0 at the top, and the Chiefs are 0-3. that's a tough hill to climb. I mean, that's they would probably have to have some significant injury or something happen for the Chiefs to be able to still win the division, being down 3 games in, right? So, yeah, maybe not panic, but it's certainly going to make the hill a lot tougher to climb because you got Detroit and Baltimore coming up behind them. So it's not getting any easier.
And the Jags.
Well, yeah, sure. Okay.
Hell, any team in the NFL. Shit.
With that said, man,
yeah, you're 0-3. You don't care who you play.
You don't care who you play. Shit, time to get away.
So, you know, I know y'all know everybody in the chat want to go in on the game, want to let it all out. So that's what we'll have it for Friday when we be breaking down the Chiefs
little
versus the
session.
Yeah,
get it out, vent it all out, man. I flushed it on Monday. Not going to talk about that game again. So you guys have more complaining to do about the play calling or this guy's out of position.
Shout out to Sam.
Or this guy that or whatever. Hey, just get ready to strap it up Sunday night and let's go out and get a win. Come on now.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys when we break down the Chiefs versus the Giants.
Peace.
Yeah.